So this is Xero, like Tracy said, the accounting software that integrates directly with Loft. So I know some of you probably already use this, some of you don't. We're just going to try to show you what happens in the accounting software when you enter information into Loft. So from our dashboard, we have got our bank accounts on the left-hand side here. We've got a general account, we've got a commission account, and we've got a trust account. So you have entered your property into Loft and you have accepted some earnest money on it. So let's dig in to our trust account and see what happens in Xero. We're going to go stick to that 127 Reed Street that Tracy was showing you guys in Loft. So we've collected 5,000 earnest money. Within Xero, automatically sent over from Loft without you logging in or making any entry, we've got to receive money for a $5,000 earnest money that was created right here. Now, what's going to happen is when your bank transactions feed into your accounting software, that will match up with this deposit and it will show as reconciled. If for some reason that transaction does not come through the bank, this will remain unreconciled and stick out like a sore thumb for you, possibly catching a mistake, possibly catching mistake number one. Okay, so now you've accepted the earnest money and now you've gone back and you've closed the deal and you have entered the specifics into Loft. You have accepted more commission from the trust, from the title company. You have kept this $5,000 as part of your commission. So you're going to end up moving that into the commission account. And then you've created your payouts in Loft, which, as Tracy said, automatically show up for you, the deductions you're going to take from the agents and the payouts. So we're going to stick in this trust account for a minute. You now are going to move that 5,000, as we said, into your commission account. This spend money within your trust account is automatically sent over from Loft. So you've got a $5,000 that you are going to transfer from your trust account to your commission account. Again, this will match up when your bank transactions are fed into your accounting software. And if that transfer is not ever made, does not ever come through the bank, again, this will remain unreconciled, showing you that that still needs to be done. Okay, so let's go over now. Let's go back to our dashboard. And let's look at what happens in our commission account. Let's go to our account transactions. And we're going to scroll down to 127 Reed. As you can see, all these transactions that are fed over from Loft are clearly marked. Very easy to identify what goes with what property. And again, this is done for you automatically from Loft to Xero. So in our commission account now, we've got some received monies that have been created for you. We've got the trust amount that was supposed to be sent over by a transfer from you as part of your commission. So again, this transaction is created for you. If you do not ever make that transfer, which happens, we have caught this with real life clients. They forget to make the transfer, and that is part of your commission money, part of your income that needs to come into your commission account. So possibly catching a mistake here. And then we've got another $27.50 that we were supposed to collect from the title company. Again, this transaction is sitting in here. If it is not reconciled, if it did not actually come through your bank and be reconciled, again, this will stick out for you. We've caught this. Check gets stuck into a folder, never gets deposited. Here we go. Why is this transaction not reconciled? Where's that check at? This just happened a couple weeks ago with real life clients, 2 checks, a month old. They found them, put the money in. They would have been out that money. Who knows when or if it would have been caught. Okay, so now we've got all our income into our commission account, and now we're going to go look at what's created with the payouts. So we're going to go to our bills to pay in Xero, and let's go down again and find our 127 Reed Street. And we have got 6 bills that again are automatically entered into Xero from you simply putting the transaction into Loft. You did not have to come into your accounting software and make any entries. These are all done for you. So let's take a quick look at what was created. We've got our charity deduction. We took $25 for Children's Miracle Network. Here's this bill that needs to be paid out when we pay that charity bill out. We've got our 1% to our franchise. We've got a couple agent payouts here. Martin, Margaret, looks like we have a referral to Good Times Realty. And let's look at this last bill. This is S&H Realty. That is us. We are S&H Realty in this transaction. So this bill represents the income that you are keeping from that transaction. And this is the amount that we will be moving from our commission account to our operating account. So all these bills that were automatically sent over will sit in here waiting to be paid. If, again, this is another spot that we find common mistakes. The transfer was never made. You forget about it. You didn't make it that day. You closed it. You will not forget about it here. This bill will remain unpaid. And if you integrate with one of the payment services that work with Loft and Xero, these bills will be automatically sent to that payment service. You won't even have to log into Xero to ever pay them or mark them paid. They would be automatically marked paid. Okay, so now we have got all our money in and we've got all our payouts out. What we want to do now is take a quick look at an income statement. These transactions that are automatically created from Loft into Xero are at the same time creating your income statement. So let's take a quick peek. So we've got an income statement for S&H Realty. We have got 2 offices. Within Loft, you will assign to the agent, if you have multiple offices, what agent they are a part of. And what will happen is every transaction that gets sent into Xero will already be pre-tracked to that office. It will be no work for you. So what will happen is you will have a current, up-to-date, accurate income statement at all times using the Loft and Xero system. Your income statement will be as current as your Loft is. And as we know, those agents want to get paid. So your Loft is going to be up to date. What would normally happen is your accounting software would wait until you go in and make the transactions. Well, that is no longer the case. So as you can see, we've got an entirety of 2021 on our income statement. We've got our Lakeview office. We've got our Mid-City. You can come in and check how each one is doing at any time. Okay, I think my time is almost done here. So some important takeaway points that I hope have been demonstrated from this. Using the Loft Xero system basically takes the accounting out of your hands. As you can see, it is basically done for you. It is a huge, huge time saver as all these transactions are sent over for you. It can prevent you from making some very common mistakes, which most of the time involves your own income. You're not going to forget to pay those agents. They're not going to let you, but possibly forgetting to move your own money does and has happened. And you are going to have up-to-date current books at all times. Oh, sorry about that. Which, as some of you know, has been very important in the last year to have current up-to-date books. You could not take advantage of many of the programs available if you did not. And in closing, I do highly suggest you do work with an accounting firm that is familiar with Loft and Xero system, either when you're making the transition or at some time after, to assist with training and moving forward.